As most of you know, Chelsea Manning is free after serving 7 years of a 35-year sentence. That's thanks to a commutation from former President Obama, who ironically also headed the administration that prosecuted her. Now, Manning is a whistleblower, a transgender woman, and an all-around brave individual. But she can also teach us a lesson when reading stories about President Trump. So technically the two aren't connected, but our reactions to both say a lot about our relationship as a country to leaks and our problem with double standards. So let me just remind you that the files that Manning exposed included revelations about the United States spying on its diplomatic allies, as well as a gruesome video showing the U.S. military killing Iraqi civilians and 2 Reuters journalists, an event that the military later tried to cover up. Manning was then set up by a hacker turned FBI informant to whom she had admitted being the source of the materials, but in those chats she also explained why she did it. She said that she felt she had to uncover injustice done by the government she served. So what did Manning get in response? She was called a traitor, was detained for months in abusive conditions before even being charged, was eventually convicted of espionage, sentenced to 35 years in prison, and while there, placed in solitary confinement as punishment for a suicide attempt. Whereas if you look at what's currently happening with the Trump administration, well, leaks are pouring out of every crevice of the government, while reporters are trying to get answers about potential ties between Team Trump and the Russian government or any financial conflicts of interest. Now, every one of those leaks is being celebrated, stated as fact, even if sources are anonymous, and the entire country is on edge, just waiting for the next revelation. The only people calling for an aggressive pursuit of the leakers are those within the Trump administration who are trying to save their own ass, and some Republicans in Congress who are willing to ignore any White House transgression so long as they get their legislative priorities passed. Now, of course, they're wrong, but so were those who viciously attacked Manning. You can debate the methods of disclosing classified information, but remember, Manning first tried to go to outlets like the New York Times and the Washington Post and only gave the information to WikiLeaks after the others showed no interest. Now, and for anybody who still believes or wants to say that she put the country at risk, the U.S. government never provided evidence of any damage done to national security in Manning's case. So what I ask of you is to think critically about any leak and ask whether or not it serves the public interest. And also demand some intellectual honesty from your lawmakers on this issue moving forward. Don't only support the leaks that are politically convenient. Do research on who might be calling for jail time when you first learn about the next Chelsea Manning or Edward Snowden. And ask if the information revealed lines up with your government's duty to uphold certain values and to respect the Constitution. And Chelsea, welcome home.